and today I'm back with another junk journal with me video. So on the side I have my ephemera. It's mostly just scraps of random things, and I'm gonna be journaling with those things today. So firstly, I obviously chose a page to work on, and I hit this pamphlet which I wanted to journal about. And on the side I have a few receipts of different things, and I'm just going to be tucking them behind the pamphlet after I make it into a pocket. So I was unsure on which page to use, so I flipped around on one of those short pages throughout the journal, trying to see if it worked anywhere, but I liked how it looked on this brown page. So I committed to this brown page eventually, and I glued the end of it down, and then the rest of it would be stapled to make a pocket. And then I just added those receipts into the pocket. They weren't anything important, but it would be nice to look back at them in the future, so I just shoved them in there. Anyways, then with that red card I just stapled it on the flappy part of the brown page, and then I just took out a page from a notebook, and I'll be using that to journal on. So I was trying to figure out which page I'm going to add it to and how am I going to be using it. Initially I wanted to use the white page, and then I settled on folding it in half and sticking it at the back of that flower page instead. Anyways, this is also one of those very insignificant journal spreads which wouldn't mean anything if I didn't journal about it. But I like to journal about random things because I don't really have much going on in my life where I can journal about actual things going on, you know what I mean? So this is the best I can do when I have to journal. I just take like random things and put them in the book, and there's literally no story behind some of these things. They just there because they remind me of certain things. Like, okay, this chocolate box, I needed to fill the space on that brown page, so I just decided to add this because it had a little window there, and that would add like a cute little element into the journal. And I don't journal with photos because I don't really have anything going on that requires photos. Like I said, I got a very boring life, and when I do journal with photos I don't film them because they are kind of private, so those are not going to be filmed or shown. So I just stapled that to make like a extra pocket there, and then I did my journaling on that notebook paper. And then I wanted to add a tag in that little window from the chocolate box, and I settled on this one with the lady on it. I personally don't like it too much, so even if it would be hidden or covered by part of that frame, I wouldn't really mind it too much. And then I wanted to put something on the other brown page just to decorate it. I didn't have anything to do there, but because it was like the one awkward page in between, like right in the middle of the spread, I needed to do something on there. So I took one of these pretty green memo pad things and just stuck it right down in the middle, and it looked so cute. And then later on I just add like a little word quote in the middle. I don't remember what it said, but I just put something there, and that page is basically done. And then to fill that awkward gap on the other side, I pulled out some fabric which is always packed away and I forget to use them. So after looking through a whole lot of pieces, I settled on this really bulky nut kind of piece of fabric. It was a little scrap and it just looked like it belonged there. I didn't really like it in the beginning because there was a bit too much bulk on this specific spot of the journal, but I really loved how it looked and I just stuck it down with double-sided tape and that's how it went. Okay, so moving on, I have those two little sticky notes with notes on them about a book I've been reading, or like a book I've completed, and it literally just had some notes about it, like character names and descriptions, because I'm really bad at remembering characters. So I had those stuck on the wall before when I was reading the book, and now that I'm done, I just stuck it into the journal and then I journaled about the book too. Okay, since we are here, I read Heaven Official's Blessing, and this is what the spread is about. I doubt any of y'all know about the book, but if you do, can we please talk about it? Anyways, then just to add a little bit more decoration to the page, I added one of these girl stickers. She was green and she fitted there really well. She kind of brought the whole spread together. Even though she had nothing to do with the book at all, like she was totally off topic, but it made the page look really nice and complete and it tied the spread together. So I added that there, even though it's really irrelevant. And then I just did my journaling, writing about the sticky note and a little bit about the book. And then I added a label there in between the sticky notes just for a little bit more annotation. Now that that's done, I'm moving on. What I'm gonna do next isn't anything too great. I'm just looking for 2 pages which I can staple together to make a big giant tuck spot. So I chose this wallpaper page and the edge of it was skew, so I just straightened that up. The reason why I wanted a giant tuck spot is because I wanted to write a letter to myself, and I've never really done that, but I wanted to do it for a while, so I just stapled that shut to make a big pocket between the 2 pages, and then I'll just have a page full of writing tucked in there. And then I just added washi tape on the edges to add a little bit of decoration. So this is the paper I'll be using to do the letter on. I could have chosen something better, but I needed something really thin and seamless because the left hand side of the journal is a bit bulkier than the right hand side. So to keep it a bit balanced and to prevent it from getting too chunky, I decided to settle on a thinner paper. And I just folded it in a way where it would be seamless too, and then I literally just wrote on the page. Okay, now that the letter is done, I just fold it up and tuck it back into the spot. That's basically all I do for that part of the journal. I don't decorate or anything. That will just be hidden in between 2 normal pages, like a little secret. I was done, and then I remembered I had my fabrics out, and then in the previous spread I had this tag which I didn't thread anything through because I was lazy to get the fabric out. So now that it was out, I took this blue ribbon and threaded it through that card. I wanted to tie a knot, but it was a bit too bulky, so I just stapled it and tucked it back. If you didn't watch the spread, please go watch it. It's kind of nice. And that's it for the spread. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you didn't get bored. And I hope I somehow inspired you to journal, even though you don't have anything too meaningful to put in your journal. And thank you for watching. Bye.